This question is to explore solving systems with rational numbers and matrices. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel Math Tutor 8285. Your subscription fuels the passion. Let's grow together. Thank you so much. Let A and B be rational numbers. Suppose the following two conditions hold. First, the 2 by 2 matrix with first row 2 and 1, and second row 5 and 3, when multiplied by the column vector x and y, gives a new column vector A and B. Second, the column vector x and y is equal to the column vector 1 and 2, added to the result of multiplying the matrix with first row -1 and 3, and second row 0 and 1, by the column vector p and q. If p plus q equals 1, find the values of A and B. First step is to understand the structure. You're given two facts. First, a matrix equation that relates x and y to the values A and B. Second, an expression for x and y in terms of p and q, involving a linear transformation. And finally, a condition stating that p plus q equals 1. Our goal is to determine the values of A and B, which means we'll need to reconstruct x and y first. Next step is to express x and y in terms of p and q. We're told that the vector x and y is equal to the vector 1 and 2, plus the matrix with rows -1 and 3, and 0 and 1, multiplied by the vector p and q. Let's multiply that matrix with the vector p and q. The result is, for the first entry, -1 times p plus 3 times q. For the second entry, 0 times p plus 1 times q. Now add that result to the vector 1 and 2. The first entry becomes 1 minus p plus 3 times q. The second entry becomes 2 plus q. So x is equal to 1 minus p plus 3q, and y is equal to 2 plus q. Next step is to use the condition p plus q equals 1. To reduce the number of variables, we'll express everything in terms of just one variable. Let's let p be equal to 1 minus q. Now substitute this into our expressions for x and y. X becomes 1 minus the quantity 1 minus q plus 3 times q. That simplifies to 4 times q. Y becomes 2 plus q. So our expressions for x and y are x equals 4q and y equals 2 plus q. Next step is to plug into the first equation. Now we substitute x and y into the first matrix equation to find A and B. We multiply the original matrix, which had rows 2 and 1 and 5 and 3, by the vector x and y. For multiply 2 by x, which is 4q, and add 1 times y, which is 2 plus q. That gives 8q plus 2 plus q, which is 9q plus 2. For b, multiply 5 by x, which is 4q, and add 3 times y, which is 2 plus q. That gives 20q plus 6 plus 3q, which is 23q plus 6. So, a is equal to 9q plus 2, and b is equal to 23q plus 6. Next step is to use a specific value for q. Since p plus q equals 1, we can choose any values that satisfy this. Let's pick q equals 1/2, so p is also 1/2. Now plug q equals 1/2 into our expressions. A becomes 9 times 1/2 plus 2, which is 13 over 2. B becomes 23 times 1/2 plus 6, which is 35 over 2. Final answer. The value of is 13 over 2, and the value of b is 35 over 2. When you're dealing with variables defined in layers, like here, where x and y depend on p and q, and then use again, it helps to work from the innermost layer outward and reduce the number of unknowns early using any constraints given. That's it for this question solving. This video is based on our math tutoring blog and class recordings. Hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to our channel Math Tutor 8285 and turn on the notification bell. Press the like button. Your subscription fuels the passion. Let's grow together. Thank you so much.